This is the book of Proverbs 9, verse 13 in a Darby translation. The foolish woman is clamorous. She is stupid and knoweth nothing. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash. The honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Shalom to the like men that scattered abroad, pushing this truth with all sincerity throughout the folk under the earth. And also shalom to you very, very few sincere sisters that's taking heed and getting in order in these last days. I mean, Brother Amawan come to the quick lesson, Lord, when it's edifying. And as I was watching one of the bigger bros, Amath Yah's video, going to this video, I'm going to show it real soon, but on how these women were saying they would rather stay on an island or a planet, something like that, with just women compared to women and men. You know, saying how they can do so much by themselves, right? So that type of thinking is why they're in the predicament that they are in now, thinking that they don't need men. You know, hell, hey, as men, we got common sense to know that we need Yahweh Shai. We can't just depend on our own self. You know. Matter of fact, let's grab that. You know, I had something else lined up, but excuse me, gonna follow the spirit, right? It's Proverbs 14, chapter 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end are the ways of death, right? So, right. Point being, right? These women think that they can do it on their own, thinking, their way is the perfect way. Their way is the foundation. But death, man, right? If you put all women on one island, they would not be able to unify together, right? They would not be able to put their pride to the side, instead of, men, men will what? Hey, humble down. Hey, this man know how to do this. Hey, let that man be the chief in that, the general in that area, just so that, hey, we can eat. Women, it'd be straight chaos, man. But hey, this is what Esau wanted to do, man. Right? Reeling it back. Esau wanted to what? Make these women put so high up that you can't tell them nothing, man. So I'm gonna play this clip because this is the picture I seen from one of the brothers I think he did a lesson on it. Right? When I seen this and it was like, damn, it's heavy because this is what happens, man. Right? As you can see in the background, you're like, hell done broke loose, man. Right? And all they can find is what? Those men. Right, and brothers been saying this for a while, and I have said it. They supposed to be at the camps waiting for brothers to close out to try to talk to them, right? Be up under their hedge before all hell breaks loose, man. To take away that approach, this is what they're supposed to be doing. All these videos that be going out, man. Matter of fact, let me see if I can. This right here was a video I had seen. I watched the whole. It was like 2 minutes. I just didn't feel like recording it on this phone because my videos have been messing up on this phone, so didn't want to do too long of a video with it. But it was like 2 minutes, and the bitch talking about she do $100 refundable, for her a refundable deposit if you take out on a date. And it's like, man, Keisha just that prideful, man. They feel as if you owe them some. She ranting on talking about I spend $170 on makeup, and it's like, well, first of all, you got to spend that much money, bitch. 9 times 10, you look like Flavor up under that motherfucker, man. Then hey, brother, look at that shit as witchcraft, man. Especially out here in Atlanta, bitch got on this goddamn makeup, man. Hey, well, hey, my boy Martin say, well, you better check the neck. You better check the neck, But it's just the point, right? Hey, this is what Esau got him, though, man. Right? Man, so he was more subtle than any creature of the earth. Right? So let me play this last clip, and I'm gonna go back to that Genesis 3. This is what the brother initially had, did a lesson on, which was very beautiful.
You live on a planet with only women. I'm gonna say yes.
Of course. No question about it. Absolutely. I would be pleased, happy, safe. Oh my God, my life would be... Hold on. Chef's kiss.
Period. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Why not? Women are beautiful.
I would, but I need to have some type of, rocket ship that'll take me to a planet with the men too.
Because women are smart enough that we'll be able to reproduce on our own through science, and we'll be able to make things that we need to do all the stuff that we use guys for, like get stuff off the top shelf and stuff like that. So we can figure that out. You know what? I agree. I approve this message.
Both sides. I need both sides, but definitely, I'll spend most of my time with the women.
Okay, I like that too. Gotta have the best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds. I can't just have one.
Like, it's women. Duh.
You heard her.
Hot y'all everywhere. No problems. Of course.
Amen.
My dream world. My dream world.
Oh, I love it. Would you live on a planet with...
This is the book of Proverbs.
Right? So that goes to show you how dumb they is, man. You will not be able to reproduce, man. Us men was not sitting here and tell you, oh, man, we better last a lifetime. No, the hell we won't, man. We'll die out because we need what the woman, excuse me, need the woman, right? For her, right, to help bring the child, man. It goes hand in hand, But here you go, these women are so prideful. They so lost in themselves, They thinking that they can really make it on their own, man. Right? But you seen one of the girls, she was like, of course, but she said, but I would need a rocket to get me to the planet of the men. That just go to show you, once you threw that butt in there, you discredited all of that what was said. You discredit what you agreed on, because you can't, right? But it's stuff like that, right? That independence, right? And that's the main thing. Cause when you just you're so independent, that's what helps bring that big lump sum of pride, man. And that's what really had led me back to the first picture, because when the mirth for the land is gone, right? And we've been out here warning you, telling you it's finna get ugly. You need a man of the Lord. Hey, that's when you're gonna be in the same position like these females on this picture is, man. Looking shamefaced, hoping that a man of the Lord take you up under his protection, man. So let me grab these other scriptures right quick. Cause I know the brother had mentioned two precepts that I had liked as well on to use. But let me grab this Genesis, the Genesis 3. 3:1. Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord the Most High Yahweh had made. And he said unto the woman, yeah, how the Most High said, ye shall not eat of every tree in the garden. Right? But the main point was he was more subtle than any beast of the field. Excuse me. So just going into the word for subtle, it's like going to what? Deceiving, crafty, right? Prudent on the left hand side. He knew how to make the nation fall, right? It was through the women, right? And look at our state right now. Look who he's pushing up right now, putting on the pedestal right now, the women, right? And we're at the fucking bottom because of that, Excuse me, right? I remember me and the elder were just, speaking, and we were just saying, like, hey, look at the nation through their women. When the men is thriving, hey, you will see a difference, right? And a big example of that was Black Wall Street. They was thriving, That's what made me think about Lake Lanier, right? When it was last known as Oscarville. That was a black community. They was thriving. They had to get rid of it. Why? Because like I said, they was thriving. They had structure, right? But if you put the woman at the top, which she was made to be the help, right? She was made to be the help, right? She don't know what the position of the head feels like. So it'll cause confusion. And Esau knows that. But he was crafty with it. He was real slick with it. So he knew how to what? Put her on a pedestal. Give her these benefits. And this is the results of it, man. This right is the results of it. You got bitches just so prideful. You can't tell them nothing. And excuse me. Let me keep going. Bring out the other scriptures right quick. Excuse me. Yeah, these videos have definitely had. That video definitely reminded me of the first picture I showed you, and because, like I said, it reminds you of Isaiah 4:1, which you know is going to come, right? Because that's a part of that reproach, you know, that they're looking for the brothers to wipe their slate clean, you know. 2 Corinthians, what it was, 11:3. I want to get that one word in there. It says, "But I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety." See? So your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Hamashiach, right? He's showing you the way through what? The men. The men is trying to guide you to Yahweh Shai, right? But you got to serve the men, right? You serving the men to show that you believe in the Lord. You know, he gave it was real simple. But listen to the serpent, right? You got what? Listen to that serpent. And you got beguiled. What is beguiled? To be deceived, right? To seduce wholly, right? He got you locked in. And like the brother was saying, you know, what tribe, right, is on a level as the so-called black woman, right? The Judite tribe. No other tribe, no other nation is that fucked up in the head to where they say, we don't need our men. You know? And they quick to say that with a swiftness. Right? I got family, I got sisters that speak like that, man. You know? But hey, that reality check is coming. You know, hey, what every man reap, hey, that shall sow. I mean, whatever they shall sow, they're gonna reap, man. Right? You gonna reap the independence, all right, when Jacob trouble come. I mean, you want to sow independence? All right, well, when Jacob trouble come, stand on that. You know, and that's to every woman, right? That thinks they don't need a man, don't need a protection. This is why these women going to be in that position, man. Right? Let me grab other scriptures right quick. So, yeah, hey, there was a deuce, man. Excuse me. Isaiah. Well, but this Georgia weather don't know what it want to do, boy. It's hot as hell. Isaiah 32:2, "And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land." Right? Like I mentioned earlier, hey, when that mirth goes out the earth, you know, is a woman going to be looking for protection. They're not going to be caring about, oh, girl, let's go hang out and woot woot. No, they're going to be looking for a man. They're going to be looking for that stability. You know, and it's going to ultimately come from the men of the Lord, right? But you will have, you know, when it first pop off, of course, you know, they'll be able to hide up under a nigga, of course, you know, but they're not going to last long, man, you know. But it says, and a man should be as a hiding place from the wind, right? Case in point, I'm sure y'all have seen about San Francisco. You know how they have a massive power outage, man. You know, when things happen like that, what you think about? Hey, robberies, killings, you know. Men of the Lord going to ultimately be that hedge of protection around it. Hey, Jacob's trouble. Men of the Lord going to be that hedge of protection in that time period, man. This is who you're going to run to, right? And yes, a lot of women will get rejected, you know. And that just the scriptures, man. That just how it's going to be, you know. Matter of fact, if I come back to this, Micah 7:10. Right? Because the Lord hates a proud person, man. Then she that is Micah 7:10, then she that is my enemy shall see it. And shame shall cover her, right? Shame gonna cover her. She gonna know. Like, damn, I fucked. I'm out here talking all of this. I don't need nobody. You know? The Lord making me eat these words, man. It says, shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where's the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her, right? He's going to look. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets, right? Hey, let's just take this picture for example. We're going to be the ones looking down upon you, you know? We're going to be your lords in that day, right? Hey, you might save 3 out of the cluster, you know? And hey, So she be trotting out like the mind in the streets. Hey, you just gonna be walked down on, man. Right? Not in no nice way either. Excuse me. Right? Niggas gonna have their way with you. Right? When I say niggas, I'm talking about these other heathen nations too. Let's go back. Let's hit the Isaiah 4:1 right quick. Isaiah 4 verse 1. Right? And NLT. In that day, right? The time of what? All hell breaking loose, Jacob's trouble. Right? The collapse of this society. In that day, so few men will be left that 7 women, right? A complete number of women will fight for each man, saying, let us all marry you. We'll provide our own food and clothing. Only let us take your name so we won't be mocked as old maids, right? And you shouldn't. You're supposed to already have a husband, man. Right? And that's the way you should be growing up. But, due to the curses, man is not in the house, Women don't understand instruction. Women don't understand, who you supposed to be serving a man, Excuse me. But, hey, a lot of men will be dying off in these times. And what? You would need a man of the Lord. And it's going to be so wild out here. So much chaos going on. You wouldn't care if that man already has, let's just say, 4 wives already, You just don't want to die. Right? And that's the mindset these women are going to be in. Right? And to take away our approach. Like I said earlier, look at the approach that they have. You can't tell them nothing. Scripture talk about how they shall lament for the teats of the field. Right? Isaiah 32:9. It says, rise up, you women that are at ease. Right? Make these types of statements like that. Y'all are at ease, man. Right? Don't even know what war looks like. Don't even know what all hell breaking loose looks like on the small level. But you can just pop your shit. Right? Don't want to come into the law, statute, commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Right? Don't want to be submissive. It says, right, hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Right? Who's speaking through the servants, the prophets? Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless woman. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. It's like it. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Scrip you and make you bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Right? They shall lament for the teats for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Right? These benefits, when the benefits go away, right? It's gonna be too late. Right? You supposed to be doing this now. This is the grace period for y'all. Right? Us men to get in order. Right? Teach. Build yourself up. Right, we all should be building ourselves up, man. But this is the grace period to do so. Righteous act to the best of our ability. Cause when that grid go down, all hell breaks loose. That's pretty much. That's pretty much the grace period closing. But I'm gonna close out with this lesson. Lord one's edifying to the point. I'm gonna give out honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Krokodiles. Shalom.